All right, guys. So good morning. This is Kern Spencer live right here on BOJ TV. All right. So Buju Banton returned to Jamaica last evening to a lot of fanfare. Right. This is the morning after. We're just talking to the fans. We want you to comment. We want you to participate. Talk to us. Buju Banton, the first video that we saw released last night, well, yesterday evening, it seems as if it was members working in some airport overseas when Buju Banton was being released. They got a clip of him boarding the flight. We learned later that it was a Delta flight, right? We got information that the flight was scheduled to arrive in Jamaica at 7:30 p.m. yesterday. Sometime after that, we heard that the flight would have been delayed. Luckily, it was not delayed for long. So Buju Banton arrived in Jamaica a little after 8. And then, social media erupted. Social media erupted. The first clip we got was somebody, seems as if it was a staff member again in the airport, Kingston. They sent out a video of the artist walking with some police and other officials. All right. Hey, good morning, BOJ TV Live. That seems to be Colleen. I see Danny Perkins is here in Bullish Entertainment. Danny, boy, you're so faithful. You follow us on every network. Yeah, man, big up Buju Banton Bullish. Right, so the first image that we saw was somebody took a picture on the tarmac with Buju walking out with officials and police. Then he entered the airport building, and it was fanfare thereafter. The staff in the airport, they got the first sort of excitement for Buju Banton, and then the pictures, everybody was, they were taking pictures, videos outside of the airport was ram. Huge. Basically Buju Banton came back to lots of fanfare. Must have been a long road for Buju Banton to think about it. So many years. Last night I laid in my bed and I, wondered, what is the sort of mental process, that one has to go through when you hear that you get so many years in prison, and when you have done like the first 6 months or the first month and you recognize that you haven't even completed a year, what is the mental process that you go through? And well, we're just thankful that Buju Banton is out, and as Romeo Malcolm is saying, it's really not an easy road. You know what I mean? It's rough, but we gather in that Buju Banton didn't waste his time in prison. He got a degree in music management, entertainment, media management. I'm going to get some more detailed information about that on our website. You know that you can go on our website though, guys. It has more detailed information, bojtv.com. So feel free to go on that website for up-to-date information right throughout the day. So a lot of the stuff that I'm not talking from any script right now. So, don't hold me to a lot of the stuff. I'm just speaking generally, but you can go to the website, bojtv.com, for detailed information. By the way, guys, this is the first time we're doing this live webcam on YouTube. Let me know, talk to me. Let me know if the picture quality is okay. Also, let me know if the audio is okay, because we're talking about Buju Banton returning to Jamaica the morning after. And for those of you who are just joining us, we just went through, we're talking about that yesterday. Everybody, it was just excitement. Social media, Buju Banton locked down social media. A lot of persons were wondering, they wanted to find out if Buju still had the, because the first shot that we got, he was in white jeans, blue jeans, white shirt, long sleeve shirt, a Timberland, and he had a white headband or cap or whatever the correct term is. So we didn't know what was under that term, as we call it here in Jamaica too. But we got a live glimpse of Buju Banton locks. was still very long. Some persons were saying that they thought it would have grown a little longer. But we're wondering, what is Buju Banton doing right now? What did he do last night when he really went and slept in his own bed after so many years? I want to hear from you guys. What did you, when Buju Banton exited the airport? He took some time. Didn't seem anyway tired or anything. He took some time to talk to his fans. Took a lot of pictures with the airport staff, and still spent some time talking to people even while he was driving off. For those video images, you can go to bojtv.com or our Instagram page. I mean, that's sometimes the fastest way to get things up, short clips. So follow us on Instagram at BOJTV Live. And I think we did very well as a network to get the images out in real time. So if you go on Instagram at BOJTV Live, you'll see all the pictures, all the video clips, like a real-time update from when Buju was released yesterday to when he came out of the airport. Everything is there. So go there now. I mean, when we finish talking, we can go there, and you can look at Instagram Live and see. Also, our Facebook page, we have like over 70,000 persons there. A lot of foreigners are there. That is a good source of information here in Jamaica. Right. So we're talking about Buju Banton returning to Jamaica the morning after. What do you think Buju Banton is doing right now? What do you think he did last night after he went home? And did he stay up? Did he go to a party? Did he just chill with family? Did he just lay down in his bed? What do you think Buju should be doing now? What sort of songs you think he should be doing? Should he, he's going to have to assess the business right now, and probably decide, what sort of songs he do. People know Buju for doing a variety. Buju is very versatile. He can go real hardcore dancehall, and then he can also go, roots and culture. Right. Big up Steve, Barry, Akima, Alert. We see you all there. Romeo, Malcolm, again saying not an easy road. Of course, Danny Perkins, yes, so true, from day one. I've always been there. I know Colleen is locked in right there. But I asked the guys, and you're not telling me, because I tell you that this is the first time we're trying this on YouTube. How is the picture quality and how is the sound? Is it okay? All right. We posted something on Instagram. You can check it out for yourself after we're done here, but I'm just going to go through it. The timeline, we want to look at the timeline with respect to, what Buju Banton went through. Some persons will be too young. Smaller kids will be too young to remember the saga. Some of us, our memories just need refreshing. So we posted something on our Instagram page that kind of sets out the timeline. Let me just try and find it. A little later, we're going to talk about the price tag. We hear a source told us that the first Buju Banton will be performing for some $10,000 US. Don't know if it's accurate, but so far, the information that we have been getting and posting, have been fairly accurate so far. So we hear that if promoters want to book Buju Banton, it's going to be a whopping 10,000 US. That's not a lot though, because I don't think the artists such as like a Nicki Minaj, or even Cardi B. I mean, I hear if you book Cardi B, it's like 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 US, and that doesn't include like her traveling expense and her per diem. So I mean, Buju's asking for $10,000. That's almost like a little under, probably about $13 million, $12 million now. We do the conversion at 128, 11 point something million, right? Okay, so I hear you. Courtney's curving. The sound is good, but the visual is not so good. All right, Courtney, work with me. This is the first time we're testing this. It will get better and better right here. All right, so working with me. Ron Simpson is saying that them giving Buju Banton plenty of injections. Explain that to me. I don't know what you mean there, Rohan. Why would you say that? Explain that to me. All right. So we're trying to pull up the timeline of activity so we can refresh our memory of the whole Buju Banton saga. Okay, just trying to pull that up so we can refresh our memory on that. All right, there goes. All right, so and I'm reading this from our Facebook page, Best of BOJ TV dash Best of Jamaica Television. But anything we post here is normally on our Instagram page at BOJ TV Live. All right, so the timeline, I don't want to give credit to the Gleaner for putting this together. All right, so December 10th, 2009, Buju Banton was arrested in Miami and charged with conspiracy to distribute and possession of more than 5 kilograms of cocaine. That was December 10, 2009. January 8, 2010, same year, Banton pleaded not guilty to a drug charge in a court in Florida. September 21, same year, 2010, an informant, and you remember that drama, an informant testified during trial that he met Buju Banton on a plane from Spain and Miami at the end of the artist's European tour in 2009. Johnson said that they began talking about drugs earlier in the flight. All right. And then February 13, 2011, Buju Banton won a Grammy for the best reggae album of 2010 for the album was called Before the Dawn. Right, so in all that drama that was taking place, Buju actually got Grammy 13th, was nominated February 13, 2011. All right, February 4, 2011, Buju Banton's legal team started filing appeals. Right, February 14, 2011, the second trial. Oh, I think something is wrong here. Let's go back. Yeah. Right. Okay. So February 2013, 2011, Buju was convicted of conspiracy to possess cocaine with the intent to distribute it, along with a further drug trafficking offense and a gun charge. However, he was acquitted of a fourth charge thereafter. All right. September. Trying to get this here. A little sketchy. All right. So June 23rd, now 2011, Buju Banton was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Wow. June 23rd, 2011, Buju Banton was sentenced to 10 years in prison. August 20, 2014, Banton granted a new appeal hearing on drug charges. May 14, 2015, federal prosecutors agreed to drop the firearm charges leveled against Buju, who in turn waived his rights to an appeal. September 29, 2015, a juror in the trial was found guilty of misconduct and then sentenced to 5 months of probation and 40 hours of community service. January 3rd, 2017, January 3rd, 2017, the Federal Bureau of Prisons website reported that the artist's new date of December 8, 2018. It would have been today, but Buju Banton was actually released yesterday, December 7, 2018. Right, because a lot of us were a little bit surprised because we were expecting that Buju would come today, because that was what the website was saying all along. But last night, yesterday even, we heard that he was released one day earlier. Let me read some of the comments here. But I was asking Ron Simpson what he meant by saying them give Buju Banton plenty of injections, right? Ron Simpson saying them shave Buju people, Shaggy and Beer Hammer Breezy is sending some love out of the UK, big up UK in the building. But Ron, you still haven't answered me now. All right. We got some update, guys, this morning about how Buju Banton is going to do things. I want to find it and I want to read it for you guys. That piece of information included when Buju Banton's first show will be, and also how much he is charging to perform. Let me see if I can bring that up for you. This piece of information is actually on our website, bojtv.com. But again, if you go to our Instagram page, The link to that is there. All right, so we're talking about Buju Banton returning to Jamaica the morning after. What do you think Buju Banton is doing right now? You know, he should have gotten home, you know, the time from the airport into Kingston. I'm sure they about an hour. There wasn't a lot of traffic on the road that time, so Buju Banton should have been in his bed by 10:30, about 11 thereafter. Did he make any stops? I'm sure those pictures will soon start surfacing on Facebook. What did he do last night? All right, so I want to read the story for you. 100,000 US dollars to book Buju Banton, says source, and this is coming from bojtv.com. We got this information from a good source, relatively good source, a source that one was the first person to tell us that the flight, the first person to tell us that he was going to be released a day earlier, so that the source was correct right there, and then they were able to tell us that he would have landed 7:30. That was correct, and then they were able to tell us that the flight was delayed, and they were correct. So I mean, you may have to just believe what this source is saying. I'm trying to pull up that story. The headline, which says Buju Banton will be charging 10,000 US to perform. Here we go. You can check out this stuff for yourself, you know, guys. As I said, bear with us. This is the first we're going live right here on YouTube, but most of our stuff they already posted on our website, bojtv.com, or in the first instance on Instagram, BOJTV Live. Is Colleen tuned in? Remember, you're my producer this morning, Colleen, right? You're not telling me how the test trial is going, girl. Talk to me. All right, so okay, so 100,000 US dollars to book Buju Banton, says source. International recording artist Buju Banton arrived in Jamaica a little after 8 p.m. on December 7th, 2018. Gargamel, as he's otherwise called, arrived to much fanfare from airport workers and fans. The first video of Buju Banton surfaced earlier in the day, where the artist was seen boarding a Delta flight, which was originally scheduled to arrive in Jamaica at 7:30 p.m. the day. The flight was delayed and arrived minutes after 8 p.m. A source has given BOJ TV the following update, and here it goes. The prodigal son, aka Buju Banton, was granted self-deportation. What that means, guys, is that there will be no deportation by the US government on Buju Banton's record, because he voluntarily asked to be deported to his country of birth. A very wise move, the source said. Any promoters wishing to promote the Gargamel for any show, the fee will be a whopping 100,000 US dollars for booking Buju, and he will be doing his own booking and managing his own business with his own team and children. So Buju Banton will be managing his own affairs, as the source is telling us, and it will be 100,000 dollars to book him for an event. All right, the prodigal son is returning to the music industry and is in full force of adding value to music worldwide, where he graduated with a degree in music management from the New York University while in prison. Wow, so that was a good move. I mean, that was a brilliant move. All that time in prison, you know, definitely, you have to use that to advance yourself. And we're hearing that Buju Banton did well for himself, because we're hearing now he now has a degree in music management from New York University, and he did that while he was in prison. All right, Amsterdam and the rest of Europe, Africa, Japan, and Southern Africa, and the rest of the Caribbean awaits Buju Banton to bring their love and support to him. A welcome concert is also in the planning for Gargamel by his team and family, and his first show in Jamaica is hoping to kick off on the 23rd of March 2019. They are planning to keep it at the National Stadium because the supporters are bigger than the venue in Ocho Rios. And the source says, welcome home, the prodigal son, aka Mark Myrie, aka Buju Banton. All right, so you can read that for yourself. at bojtv.com, guys. So, as I said, we are here on our first webcast right here at BOJ TV Live. Guys, I want you to subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel now. I mean, we get like 667,000 views, 100,000 views so regularly. And I recognize that you guys do not subscribe to the channel. All right, so we are going to continue giving you constant updates right here on this YouTube site, BOJ TV Live. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that when we go live or when we post new stuff, you'll be able to tune in. All right, so this is just the first in a series. You can repost it, send it to your friends, let them participate in the discussion. So Buju Banton is back home in Jamaica, and he came to a lot of fanfare last night, and we were talking about the morning after. What is Buju Banton doing right now? Later in the day, we certainly have some updates for you. We're also working hard to get an exclusive interview for you guys. So I'm Karen Spencer for BOJ TV Live Cam series. I'm out. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you again soon.